All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a quiet revolution that's happening right under our noses. Not in politics, not in culture, but in the very engine of human progress, science itself. We're going to break down how AI is completely re-engineering the way we discover. For hundreds of years, we've had this simple but incredibly powerful formula for figuring things out. You want to understand something? You take it apart. This idea has been the bedrock of modern science, from understanding the human body all the way to splitting the atom. So, this habit of taking things apart, it actually has a formal name. And for a very long time, it's been the undisputed hero of the scientific story. It's called reductionism. At its core, reductionism is science's microscope for truth. The idea is that by zooming way in on the smallest, most fundamental parts, dissecting a frog to see its organs or smashing atoms to see what's inside, we could understand the whole. And honestly, it worked. This is how we built the modern world. But here's where the story takes a turn. What happens when the problems you're trying to solve are so tangled, so interconnected, that taking them apart just leaves you with a useless pile of pieces? Well, we're starting to hit that wall. A lot. You see, the biggest challenges we face today are a totally different kind of beast. They just don't play by the old rules. They refuse to be neatly broken down into simple, separate parts. Just think about it. Climate change, the human brain, the global economy. These aren't simple machines you can disassemble. They're complex systems where every single part affects every other part in ways that are, they're messy and unpredictable. They're defined by these non-linear relationships and what feels like an infinite number of variables. Our trusty old microscope, it's just not built to see that whole picture. And this is where the script gets flipped. This is where artificial intelligence walks onto the stage. Because AI isn't just a slightly faster, more powerful tool. It represents a fundamentally new way to see the world. And this, right here, is the absolute key. You have to get this shift in thinking. AI isn't a better microscope, it's a completely new instrument. It's a telescope for complexity. So while the old science zoomed in to see the parts, AI lets us zoom out and for the first time see the whole system, the entire constellation of connections, all working together. Okay, so let's think about the traditional scientific method, the one you probably learned in school. It's a pretty straight line, right? You do your reading, you come up with an educated guess, a hypothesis, then you test it, analyze the results, and hopefully publish a paper. The key thing here is that it all starts with a human having a guess. AI completely inverts that pyramid. It starts with the data, all of it, just unimaginable amounts of information. It turns through that data to find patterns, anomalies, and correlations that no human brain could ever hope to spot. And then the scientist comes in to look at the pattern and ask, okay, why is that happening, and build a theory around it. So we're going from theory first to data first. We're starting with the answer and working our way back to the question. And this isn't just some abstract idea, okay? This is a practical, new playbook for research that's happening right now. You can think of it as a whole new operating system for science. Let's look at some of the killer ops. First up, machine-assisted hypothesis generation. So imagine an AI that can scan every single scientific paper, every patient record, every dataset ever published on a topic. It might spot a bizarre hidden link between a common drug and a rare disease that no human ever thought to connect. All of a sudden, researchers have a brilliant, unexpected starting point that could have taken them a lifetime to stumble upon. Next, and this is a total game changer, you have virtual pre-testing. So before a scientist ever touches a test tube or spends a single dollar on lab equipment, an AI can run thousands or even millions of digital simulations. This makes failure fast, cheap, and private. It lets you kill all the bad ideas in the digital world so you only pursue the most promising ones in the real world. And finally, this whole thing even changes the end product. The old, dusty, static PDF research paper is on its way out. It's being replaced by what people are calling living publications. Think of it as a dynamic website for a discovery, constantly linked to the live data, the code, and the AI models,
so it can evolve and be built upon by the entire scientific community in real time.
Okay, so the big question that's probably on your mind is, if AI is doing all of this, what's left for the human scientist? I mean, are we talking about replacing them? The answer, pretty definitively, is no. What we're seeing emerge is not replacement, it's a powerful new kind of partnership. In this new partnership, humans are still the architects. We're the ones who ask the big questions, the ones who decide what's worth pursuing. We set the ethical guardrails. And most importantly, we are the ones who interpret the results and find the actual meaning in it all. That is a deeply human job. AI, on the other hand, is the relentless co-pilot. It's the one doing the heavy lifting that would drive a person crazy. It's crunching the impossible data, running endless simulations, and tirelessly flagging the unexpected things that we should probably take a closer look at. So, to bring it all home, we're not throwing away the microscope. Of course not. We're just adding a powerful new telescope to our toolkit. And the real art, the real genius of science in this century is going to be knowing when to zoom in and when to zoom out. It's about knowing which lens to use. And this really brings us to the final critical takeaway. The danger isn't that machines are going to replace scientists. The real danger is that scientists who refuse to work with machines will be replaced by the scientists who do. The future of discovery belongs to this new partnership, this powerful blend of human curiosity and artificial intelligence. Thanks for tuning in.